Hello and welcome back. Steel Pinnings here once again, and let me turn on another light. Bam! Right, that's better. I received a package the other day from Mr. Thumper, and Mr. Thumper had emailed me asking me if I could help him out. He tried to disassemble a SFIC the same way you would a challenge lock per se. And not that they can't be done that way, but it's almost guaranteed the first time you do it, you're going to ruin it. So he went and took apart another SFIC, seeing if he could figure it out. I'm not positive they were bitted the same or not. But he managed to get one of them put back together to the point where the operating key worked, but not the control key. And so he wanted me to go back through it and see if I can get him to work. I was like, well, yeah. They make it a lot easier because they make a pinning log or block that you can use to do it, and they make bigger ones for high level output. He also sent me this Avis, and if y'all remember him picking this one, it's a really cool little Ava slider lock. It's like a MPS or EPS, and it was a little more difficult to put back together because I had no key. Can't hold those sliders in place very easily, so you had to have like 20 fingers and 3 hands, you know, that type of shit. But I got it back together, and I can stick it back in here. I don't have it screwed in properly in case he wants to change the core, because we have no key. So that's back in the bag. I did that one. That was just painstaking, piece by piece, seeing if it fits. Piece by piece, seeing if it fits. Now, on the SFIC that you sent that was all in pieces pretty much is a J keyway. Here's both keys. This is the control key and the operating key. So I took, and what I did for this one is to show y'all how to do it if you don't have a pinning block. And I took the operating key and I searched through painstakingly each little pin. And if y'all know, SFIC's pin 1 to the end. It isn't 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back forward. So that's another thing y'all have to keep in remembrance. Anyhow, so I went through and I found all of the operating keys or pins. Now, once you do that, you can take the sleeve out, the control sleeve, and pop it into place and see what pin it's going to take to bring it up to control. Heavens. Oh. But you'll have to use the control key, not the same key. See? And now that brings that one up to control. And then you find all the pins that fit, working it to control. Then you have to take them out and separate them, kind of like I did here. Out of there. Gonna take your sweet bitchy ass time, because I'm on camera, huh? There. And we can take the sleeve off once we get that back down. And we shall put these pins back, because all we're doing here are separating them. Now you could put it all back together and then put this back in and then load all the springs in and do all of that. But the way it's intended, and I've seen, and I used to have one that was actually 3D printed, but I can't seem to find it anywhere, and that is this pinning block. And put it right there. These are the pinning. This is the extractor, and this is the cap tool. And then, of course, you'll need a little whack-em stick. Alright, so to go on from there, how we're going to put this back together is, this is empty? Yeah, okay. This is empty. We will not be needing those pin caps. What we will be doing is lining this up, putting it in. Lining this up, putting it in. Getting the clip and putting it on. Like that. I guess it goes the other way. Like this. Yep, and I stretched it a little. Oh well, I'll bend it back a little, huh? What do you think? Alright. Still a little more, huh? Alright. And we'll bend it a little bit more. That's probably going to be too much. But maybe it'll be tight. Lord. It's all hard to do now. Make things harder on you, Bobo. Yeah, that was my nickname in school. Everybody's curious where the heck that came from. Son of a gun. I did that last video too where I threw shit. Alright. Now we got that back together. Now we need to separate this so it's open. That so it's open. And we're going to load it into the pinning block to knock out these caps. And last one. Okay. That emptied out those. Those caps are down here now. Now they say you can, there's all the caps. And they say you can load these pins up here in this, put this back in upside down, then flip it over and all that jazz. I usually can't get that done. And I've already got them laid out here. So I'm just going to put them in there rather than have them get stuck in the block. That one goes there. That one goes there. And that one goes there. And push that on down if I can. Everything's not in its place at the moment. Okay. Now that one's in. I'll take this one. Number 2. Number 2. Uh-oh, saying number 2 too many times, man. I hope I'm not trying to get monetized. Yeah, my channel's not for children's, so I cuss here and there. I try not to because I used to think they were just plain sentence enhancers, and then I realized it's just talking nasty. So, you know, I don't talk prim and proper, but I'm not a nasty person either. So I try not to cuss, but it isn't because I'm trying to be monetized or anything like that. I'm trying to get censored by YouTube because I don't say that I'm for children or anything of the sort. I hope children never find my channel, honestly. You say children in children's sense, but not necessarily. Children in the sense of the law. You see how I'm just going in and I'm loading these up one chamber at a time. And this is the simplest way to do it without having all of the big wig presses and stuff. But I'll show you how we finish them off here in a moment as well. Get them in there. Whoa, almost lost that one. Okay. Go down, go down, go down. Get them all down in place. And let's double check real quick. This is the operating key. And it works. The control key. I'd have to push down the pins again. They need to line up pretty good, or it won't work. And it works control now. Okay, so now we put it in the block. Tap it down, put it in the block. You'll be able to see all this now. Move this over here. Jeez. My spring's over there, and I'm going to move this out of the way so it's a little easier to see everything. Okay, so now I grab my springs one at a timer. We'll do the back first. Number 1. Feel it go down the hole. We'll check this one, see if we can reuse it. I think we can. And then grab the pinning cap. It goes there. Hammer. Cover your earphones. I felt it go down, so it's set. Grab the next one, the spring. Down the hole it go. I think that'll be good. 2. 3. Cap tool. 4. I guess you could work it out to hit it just one time, but I've had them fly back out on me, and I like to make sure they're set. When they come flying out, they're usually not findable. They go flying pretty far. Especially if you don't have the reduced size springs and you need reduced springs. Because then your chambers get really, really sprung taut. Okay. And there they all are, capped up. So, now in the moment of truth, see if it works, right? Operating. Control. Yeah. There it is. It feels like the control shouldn't, if you want control, you go in all the way. If you push in all the way, it's not going to work. You have to let it set on its own and then kind of pull it back just a touch. But operating and control. And we'll get the little doodad back out here. This is called a best throw. I think it goes in this way. Yep. And that lines up and works the operation of the lock. Lock it in place. One down. Alright. That one works great. Like I said, I wished I had a key to do the ABIS, but I have another one here that I've got to take apart and redo as well. This is the one that Thumper got it to work operating. Yep. but he couldn't get control to work. No. So he's got one of them pins messed up, that's all. I'll take that one apart and we will draw the map and see if we can get it fixed up. I'm going to sign off with that and not drag y'all through this one of taking this one apart and trying to figure it out because it takes quite a while. I gave you the lowdown on how to do it with pinning snap. I'll sign off with that. Y'all please stay safe and always stay legit. If you like this video and like what I do here, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Please share with all your friends, family, and relatives. Everybody's watching these days. And I'm going to end that all off with another addition to the giveaway. This is a double slider lock, and it's very, very hard to get. Until you learn the lock, it's near impossible. You have to learn the lock before you can pick it. It's one of those. Nonetheless, that will be added to the giveaway, upcoming giveaway add-ons. Till we meet again, folks. Peace.